5 for 97. The West Indies, they've got through since the tea break without any concerns. Hodges 18, De Silva's 18. Patrick Cummins 8 overs, no maidens, 1 for 32. We in from the Vulture Street end. De Silva hit a couple of boundaries, 18 from 16. You got 2 slips, a gully, point, mid-off, mid-on, and 2 men back, although one's just coming in a touch now. 30 off the rope, forward of square is Smith, and about 20 metres behind square leg. So the skipper to De Silva. It's full and he defends. Mark Howard with you, Cal Ferguson, Mark Waugh. Gentlemen, great to see both of you too.
Howie, stop showing off. You're showing off, I think, in your commentary here. You are.
There's a
bit of that about it,
There's a special guest. A special guest. I think we mute you two for the next half an hour.
You're showing off.
It's probably fair enough to mute us too, I reckon.
Australian rock royalty Bernard Fanning joins us in the Triple M box.
Hey.
Hey, Bern.
Afternoon, gents. How are you?
All we do on this station is play your music, so we might as well get you on. It's either you or Dave Grohl on repeat.
Yep.
Cummins again to De Silva. 2 slips and a gully in place. And it's full and defended. Bern, obviously people know you for your music, but you are a genuine cricket nuffy.
Yes, I confess to that, absolutely.
Why the love of the game?
Spent a lot of my childhood here at the Gabba, actually. Mum and Dad were members of the trust of the Gabba. So right about here, actually, where we are, mid-on, and the old dressing room's just underneath us. Here comes Cummins.
Oh. It's over.
Oh,
very short. Kerry does well to pull it in.
The old dressing room is just underneath us here, which Mark may remember.
More importantly, how many runs did you see me score here?
Hang on a second.
It would have been a lot.
Seriously.
Straight to the point.
A couple. Yeah. A few times.
Similar vintage, aren't you?
But
a bit younger than me.
I'm 55 this year.
Yeah, 69, 65, so yeah, you're a bit younger. But you would have watched.
Yes.
That era.
But that era with Mum and Dad was a bit before your time. Your era, I was on the hill.
Right.
Cummins to De Silva. One of the biggest rock stars in the country, and Ferg and Junior starts talking about his highlights.
I can't believe it.
Which
Seriously.
Good.
What are we dealing with, Howie?
The era that I guess was most enjoyable was 94, 95 when Queensland won the Shield. I was sitting there on the hill for the first time.
Too often, did it?
No, it didn't, but it did happen, mate, despite your best efforts as a dirty blue. So, but I had a great time growing up here, going to the Gabba, getting the West Indies autograph down here right below us. Joel Garner being the absolute giant that he was, holding all those guys.
No good. Cummins again from the Vulture Street end to Hodge. And he flows in on a nice drive. It's quite squarish. Bit of work for Lyon. They'll get at least 2, and they do. So that'll be the 100 up for the visitors. Hodge moves to 20. 5 for 101 off 32.4 overs. Cummins 1 for 36. Stark has got the figures at 3 for 31.
Got anything, Fergie, for Bernard?
Yeah, I'm just interested whether you come back here every year to the Gabba Test, or
I try to, yeah. If I can, depending on. I don't live in Brisbane anymore. I live in Byron Bay, so a little bit south of here. But
Hodge defends.
I try to get back up here. Especially, things have changed a little bit with the Gabba not being the first test of the summer. It's the kind of romance of that has changed.
Yes.
Which I think is a great shame.
Okay.
And maybe one of the few mistakes that Cricket Australia have made in the last few years. They've done some other things really right, like BBL, for example. I think they got that really right, especially with the glorious history of the beautiful Brisbane Heat.
Now, you were at the Gold Coast watching, weren't you, as well? I heard somewhere.
I was.
Get to that at the start of the next over. Mark Howard with you, Cal Ferguson, Mark Waugh, and rockstar extraordinaire Bernard Fanning is with us on the M's. De Silva, compact player, 2 slips and a gully. Punches off the back foot, can't score. That game on the Gold Coast, which was extremely warm, how did you feel when you got cut up on the big screen and then the DJ played about 6 Powderfinger songs on the trot?
It was a little awkward.
Was it?
Yeah. It's not my favourite thing to happen. It happens when I walk into shops sometimes.
Right.
People just put a powder finger something on. It's like the last thing you want to actually happen. So I think more importantly, there was the pants that you were wearing that day, Howie.
They were. Well, what did you message me? They looked like I was in the Strokes. They were very tight, Fergie. They got the wrong pants. I think I got Damien Oliver's prize.
Can you describe them for us,
Oh,
Bernie?
no, don't.
Oh, they
Please
basically vacuumed on, is what I would say. Pretty much.
He's got big calves too, Howie. They're very deceptive.
Thank you, Jim.
Like his biceps.
Yeah, he's got big biceps. Last night he was showing them off on the,
Oh, no.
on the TV in the Big Bash with his polo shirt on.
Surely not.
Had the rod and gun polo.
They needed a real wide lens, Fergie, in the commentary box to cover it all. To Silver now, and he just whips it away through mid-wicket. Should just be one. Now, Byrne, we've got you here for 20 minutes, and I think at some stage you need to call a few balls. What do you think,
Really?
Fergie?
I'm all for it.
I think so. We'll give you a couple more overs to work into it.
Don't you want people to stay on air?
Oh, no. They listen to us.
They've had enough of us, I reckon.
Why
Howie.
would they have? So I reckon a couple more overs. We'll get you on,
right.
and you can call an over.
Just listen to the experts so you get a few tips and then I reckon you'll be ready to fire.
There you go. Hodge again defends. Straight back down the wicket. Marsh. So did you play, Bernie? Have you played much cricket yourself?
Oh, I just played cricket at school, basically.
What was your
Up to
best
that.
day? What was your best day?
My best day was playing for Western Suburbs District Cricket Club as a junior. I was the opening bowler. I had 7 for 4
Wow.
That's a fair day.
until I got edged off the last ball, and I ended up with 7 for 8.
Fair day.
Still pretty handy.
That is
Yeah.
a day out, that.
That was under 10s.
Right.
Hodge leaves alone outside of state. Were we bowling heat? What were you
I was
doing?
bowling heat. Yeah, it would have been about 35 kilometres an hour, I'd
So you
imagine, at that point. But
didn't
I do.
improve
One
much.
thing I do remember about it, would have been 1980 or 81, and there was a kid wearing a helmet, which was the first time I'd ever seen a kid wearing a helmet.
Right.
Yeah, which is pretty weird. And I bowled him with a full toss over his head.
Brett Lee style.
Yeah.
Didn't mind bowling a few boomers, did he?
No, he
Binger.
was more than capable of delivering a few of those.
Marsh to Hodge. And again, it's left lane outside off stump. Righto, this is exciting for Triple M cricket because Bernard Fanning, solo artist, ARIA multiple winner, Powderfinger, with an album called Vulture Street, is going to take over with Hazelwood from the Vulture Street end. My only advice on this station, Burn, if there's a wicket, just lose it. Just absolutely
Give it everything.
lose it. And
Billy
you'll be
Birmingham
fine. The
style.
boys will help you with the
Absolutely.
special comments, but away you go.
Righto.
Or you can just go, like Merv does.
Hazelwood to De Silva from the Vulture Street end. Leaves it outside the off stump through to the keeper.
Nice solid start.
good
Nice,
start,
understated, bit ABC,
Smooth.
but it'll work. You know what?
Bit Alan McGilvray.
You'll be right.
Have to get the old
Smooth.
pencil out and hit it on the wood.
if they get a wicket, have you got a saying?
No, I don't have a
go to?
particular saying.
No Bill Lawry type?
I'll defer to you guys' expertise on that.
What did you like in the commentary box? Got him, Bill Lawry, or
Oh, Bill Lawry was...
Yeah.
Well, I like the tension between Bill and Tony.
Yes.
Second ball of the over, Hazelwood into De Silva. Bending outside of stump.
Beautifully done.
No run.
Bit of hesitation at the non-strikers end there from these two. They've just been a little bit hesitant between the wickets throughout the last 5 or 10 minutes. Last thing they can afford is a run out. There's no doubt about it.
Silver's doing a lot of chatting to the Aussies.
Mm.
I don't know if they're trying to distract him or what. It's all very friendly out there.
Yeah.
Biggest quads in world cricket. You know that about him, June.
They're
Loves
strong.
his quads. He loves his quads.
Big boy. Oh, Burn, away we go.
Hazelwood in again. Oh, short ball. Oh! Down he goes. He dumped him.
Now, that's the other thing that happens on this station. You try and call and you get lunatics yelling over you the whole time, Bernard.
That's right.
Occupational hazard.
That's right.
That was hilarious. The boy with the biggest thighs in world cricket's hit the deck.
There was certainly trampoline bounce going on there.
Oh.
Just missed him too.
I reckon it just clipped him.
Yeah,
Oh.
right.
Look out.
Oh, you'd think he'd have a pretty stable base with an engine room and quads like that.
Looks like he's had a couple.
Oh, there he goes on the
Getting it.
KFC replay screen.
Tell you what, he nearly hit his wicket. Nearly
Wasn't
fell on
far
his
off,
peg.
June,
yeah.
was it?
Hazelwood to Silva. Pressing forward. No run.
Pretty easy, isn't it?
It's not bad, mate.
No, it's actually pretty easy.
This is what you guys get to do. You travel around the world watching cricket, talking a bit of bullshit.
Yep.
That's it. Yeah.
Spot on.
That's exactly
What,
right.
what do you
That's
do?
exactly it.
Yeah, exactly.
Bloody sing.
Yeah.
Well, that's not that
He
hard,
just
is it?
bloody sick,
Okay.
June's giving it to you.
I'd love you to come
No,
and give
I
it a
can't
try,
sing.
Junior.
Please
I
get
can't
him. Please get him on stage.
No, I can't sing or dance, actually.
What do you do? Just sing. And right hits.
Come on, June.
Hazelwood.
Hazelwood in. Well, another short ball. Pulls through mid-wicket for a single.
5 for 104. He's got a fair point that we probably normally have the best job in the planet, but the bloke that's won
Yeah.
Berg's probably got us covered.
He has.
Yeah.
He's comfortably got us covered too.
Not like you're digging holes on the council.
I mean, there are some similarities, aren't there? You guys, we both do a lot of travel
Yep.
for work, which is the thing that sounds attractive, but becomes very quickly very unattractive.
Have you been to the subcontinent?
No,
Play? No.
no,
No.
not at all.
We both
Love
wear-
to, though.
We both wear tight pants in our profession.
Some tighter than others, eh, Howie?
Hazelwood, last ball of the over. Leaves it outside off stump. It's 5 for 104 after 5 overs. For Discovery Park's Triple M Rocks cricket.
Yeah!
That's how you do it.
Unbelievable.
Line again to De Silva. I mean, crowd around the bat. They've got a short leg in there as well now.
How different is the pink ball for a spinner in terms of the way the seam feels and the ball feels?
Yeah, it's interesting. What I noticed facing Nathan was the extra bounce he was able to get with this pink ball, which was not something we were all expecting when the pink ball first came in.
De Silva's got a bit of length to work with, but he can't beat short leg. The former Travis Head.
And I'm sure Nathan would have been expecting to be able to get something extra out of the pink ball, but it was quite stark. It would hit your the splice of your bat and the shoulder of your bat with regularity. And Nathan's got a fantastic record here at the Gabba, and with the red ball. So with the pink ball, it'll be accentuated again.
Wheels in again. Let's work to the onside for a single to Marsh out at deep mid wicket. 4 for 105. Mark Howe with your Bernard Fanning, Mark Orr and Cal Ferguson.
And you're a Broncos fan. I read that. You got Panthers on
Oh, yeah.
on your shirt.
That's fashion.
Fashion, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Byron Bay type.
I grew up as
outfit.
a Broncos fan.
Yeah. Alfie Langer.
Oh, yeah.
Their favourite.
Wally.
Oh, Wally. Oh, yeah.
What a period that was for the
I
Broncos.
mean,
Hodge
we
defends
also
off the
grew
back
up
foot.
going to Lang Park. So we live not far from Lang Park.
Yeah. They're normally at the game, these former Broncos.
Yeah, they love
Normally
it. They love the
splitting
cricket.
4X in the Cricketers Club.
That's it.
aren't
Yeah, that's right.
they? Big Gordy's normally here. Alfie.
Final ball, the line over to Hodge, who's 20. He's hit a 4 and a 6 off 56 deliveries. Just drops the hands on it straight back down the wicket. Just 1 for the over of line. 5 for 105 for Discovery Park, Triple Rocks cricket.
Bernie, I'm not sure if you're 100% across this, but Howie actually made an appearance on stage at the ESPY in Melbourne recently, and on guitar, didn't
Is
get the
this a
vocals
six
out.
and
He's-
No, I did
Six and
actually
out,
sing.
though?
Yeah,
I
6
didn't
and out.
plan
yeah.
to sing. Well, June was there, so
I was watching, yeah.
it was one of the most terrifying
How'd it go, mate?
things I've ever gone through. It was terrifying.
What did you sing?
He's on the guitar.
Hazelwood to De Silva.
He-
We sung a bit of Credence.
Oh, did you?
the vocals were good. He had a funny hand action with his guitar
He
action.
wasn't happy.
I don't know what he was doing. I don't know. It looked more like a...
He's
Some
a
sort
tough. He's a tough.
No,
guy,
no,
No, you-
mate, I would never get up there.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, what happened, Bert?
Never.
You wouldn't be able to relate to this, but I'd always, as I was learning the guitar during COVID, sitting down. It was the first time I'd played the guitar standing up.
Ah, okay.
So all of a
Yep.
sudden, I couldn't see the fretboard.
It's a pretty big
And
change,
it was
isn't it?
dark, and there was lights, and
Yep.
there was a crowd, people wanting to see some action. It was frightening. Hazelwood to De Silva. Short ball gets under it, but I didn't plan to sing until Binger showed me the clip later. I didn't realise I had actually sung. That's how
Oh, right.
Nervous
on
you were.
another planet I was. Yeah.
Wow.
It was a
Okay.
decent crowd, Jude.
Yeah,
there.
How did it make you feel, Howie?
10 foot tall.
I did, eh?
It was unbelievable.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So-
What's the biggest crowd you've sung in front of? Or
we
biggest venue?
We played at the Crowded House's original farewell concert, the first
Yeah.
time they farewelled the world, which was I mean, there were just estimates, but it was supposed to be 100,000 people.
Wow.
Slightly more than
Where was that
250 in the SB band room.
That was
How good.
The Opera House. in Sydney.
Hazel again. It's a full ball. Little inside edge.
Yeah, at the Opera House in Sydney. That was
outdoors.
96.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
yeah.
And how does it make you feel when you're up there and people are singing the words to your songs?
Now it's great. In those days, I was still pretty scared, to be honest.
Yeah,
I mean, things like that, like big audience. Like I was okay playing in a club or a pub or whatever, but once you got outdoors, because it sounds really different outdoors as well. The audio is very different.
I think they had my guitar amp turned right down. Just quite, I don't think
It wouldn't be
even
the
plugged
first
in.
time that's
No,
it's not even plugged in.
Not sure it was.
Hazelwood in.
Silver, who just defends on the offside. I think, Cal, I think it's the one job better than ours, being a rock star.
Oh,
I
without
think
doubt.
that's
It's
like you two have,
Could you imagine?
batted for your country. I think that's the second best job in the world. But
Yeah, being an athlete, I think is a pretty incredible experience, and especially because there's a time limit on it. You know, physically, your actual capability of being able to do it, you have to be able to perform in a kind of 15-year period, pretty much.
final ball to Hazelwood over to De Silva. 2 slips in a gully. Wait, it's full. He's looking okay, De Silva. He punches it to mid-on. No run. Hodges 20, De Silva's 22. Mark Howe with you. Cal Ferguson, Mark Waugh, and we're delighted to have Bernard Fanning of Rockstar fame with us. Line to Hodge. And when Triple M plays your songs 4 times a day, is it like $1 a pop? How does that work?
Mate,
$10 a pop.
I wish. I think if you characterise it this way, in the 2000s, you'd pay $30 for a CD.
Yep.
Right. Which people were happy to do once a month. Line into Hodge.
Oh,
Yeah, nice.
Send it out
Smooth.
gully. And so people were quite happy to do that, say once a month, or buy, even people buy 5 records a year. These days, you have the entire history of recorded music for $11 a month.
Yeah, right. Screaming, eh?
It's, when you think about that and the way that the royalty system works, it's kind of criminal what's happened to the way artists earn their money. I was very, very fortunate to be in an era when people in Australia bought a lot of records.
Line now to Hodge. Men camped around the bats. Push back to the bowler.
He looks good, this bloke. Like he's got a little. He's little, isn't he?
Hodge?
He's pretty small.
He's a little chap.
Yeah.
Looks pretty compact, though. What are your thoughts, June? Hodgie
Well,
boy.
he's been patient.
Yeah.
In Adelaide, he was victim of a couple of loose drives on the up. But he's batting nicely today.
Facing line now, and he works it with a bit of whippage through mid-wicket for a single. 5 for 106. Hodge to 21.
He certainly looks solid, and he's certainly attempting to adjust his game style to the extra bounce here. He certainly got caught out on the drive in the first Test match, but he's
really
now
patient
kind of
early.
He wasn't he?
He was letting balls go that he was driving at in Adelaide.
He had to make that adjustment.
Yeah.
A couple of the bowlers are exciting though, the new blokes.
Yeah, Shimmer, yourself.
Yeah, he looks fantastic.
Did you watch a fair bit of that first Test?
Did.
Beautiful.
The over, 5 for 107.
For Discovery Parks, Triple M Rocks Cricket. We're staying. So you continue on. We're not taking an ad break.
Oh, really?
It's unheard of on
Yeah.
Triple M, to be fair.
I
Get to watch
watched
him up?
quite a bit, and he's impressive, that guy. I mean, there's a tendency, I think, sometimes to need a story to tell about a particular player or something when you have a series like this that's looking like being really one-sided.
Yeah.
And I think we all, as Australian cricket fans, have that romantic attachment to West Indian cricket from growing up, and
Definitely.
and maybe not you, Junior.
No, Viv Richards was my idol.
Me too.
Growing
So
up,
good.
yeah.
Me too. And Clive Lloyd for me. I actually tried to call my son Clive, but my wife wouldn't let me.
Huh? What did
I
it
even
end up?
went for the middle name.
What did your son end up? What name?
Freddie.
Freddie.
Yeah.
What
Freddie
was
Mercury?
Clive's middle name?
What
You just my middle name was Clive.
Yeah, I
Gotcha.
tried to, even for Clive as a
Gotcha.
middle name, couldn't get it across the line.
Hazelwood now in the shadows coming across the ground, and De Silva looks compact in defence.
I was going for Clive Super Cat Fanning.
Yeah.
Never got there.
The Super Cat.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that era were amazing, weren't they?
Oh, no. Absolutely amazing.
Just the way that cricket was revolutionised by World Series cricket as well. And the advent of one-day cricket.
Those salmon coral
Oh, what an outfit.
outfits.
And the canary one that with DK running in unbuttoned.
The West Indies were the only ones that would have gotten away with that.
Yeah.
Hazelwood again through the popping crease. And again, De Silva just defends. Point, no run, 5 for 107. Byrne, it's shortly the drinks break, and we'll need to let you go. Any music on the horizon? Anything you're working on?
Just finished making a record.
Oh, that's exciting.
And,
hang on.
Here we go.
Just finished recording recently.
Right.
And
Happy?
Yeah, so far, but not mixed yet. So that's the kind of the second stage, and then mastering's the final stage of it. So just waiting on some mixes, which are actually happening right now.
When will we hear it?
Sometime middle of the year, I think. Should have something ready to go.
Hazelwood to De Silva. I can see it. June's got a Mustang. He cruises up and down the highway. I can see you tuning into these new gear.
So where do you do that at? Like not some mysterious island like in the Caribbean?
I wish.
Robbie Williams?
I wish. Did some recording in Norway.
What?
Yeah, which was after I went to the Oval Test at the Ashes.
Yeah, right.
And because we were quite nearby, we went to Norway to a studio that was over there, which was a bit of a lark, to be honest.
Yeah, right. Good spot.
It was incredible, right on the west coast of Norway, on the Atlantic coast. So it was beautiful.
Hazelwood to De Silva to finish the over. Could be drinks coming. Short. Leaves the periscope up a little bit, but he gets through. We'll just have a look at the umpires. And that is drinks. Hey, Byrne, great to have you on, mate. Well done. And
thanks, stuff.
Great pleasure.
You ready for tomorrow?
Great
First
fun.
stint? Yeah, ready to go?
Yeah,
ready to go. Great to have Byrne and Fanning with us.
Thanks.
Time for a drinks break.